What if I told you that right now, Earth has more than one moon? And I don't mean in some spiritual metaphorical sense, I mean a real physical object orbiting our planet, confirmed by NASA. For a time, we officially had a second moon. And what's more, there are other objects out there, celestial companions that dance with our planet for decades, even centuries. You heard that right. It's a story that sounds like science fiction, but it's 100% real. But this second moon isn't what you think it is. It wasn't a giant rock, and its story is one of the strangest cosmic detective tales you'll ever hear. So, stick around as we uncover the mystery of Earth's lost, temporary moons. In September 2020, astronomers at the Pan-STARRS 1 telescope in Hawaii spotted something unusual. A faint object was drifting into Earth's orbit. It was immediately flagged and given the designation 2020 SO. Based on its trajectory, calculations showed it was about to be captured by Earth's gravity, becoming what scientists call a mini-moon. It was set to make a few close passes by our planet before being flung back out into space. This happens from time to time with small asteroids. But there was something weird about 2020 SO. First, its velocity was unusually low for an asteroid. It was moving too slowly. Second, its orbit was strange. It was in almost the same plane as Earth's orbit around the Sun, not tilted like most asteroids. It was almost too perfect. This is where NASA's top asteroid expert Paul Chodas comes in. He looked at the data and had a wild idea. He ran the object's orbit backward in time, like rewinding a cosmic clock. And he found that 2020 SO had been in the vicinity of Earth decades earlier, specifically in late 1966. What happened in 1966? On September 20th of that year, NASA launched the Surveyor 2 lander on a mission to the Moon. The launch vehicle was an Atlas Centaur rocket. The mission, unfortunately, failed when one of the lander's thrusters didn't ignite, sending it into a spin. The lander crashed near the Moon's Copernicus crater, but what happened to the rocket that carried it? The upper stage, the Centaur rocket booster, completed its job and was jettisoned, sent flying past the Moon and into an unknown orbit around the Sun. Until now, Paul Chodas suspected that 2020 SO wasn't a moon or an asteroid at all. He believed it was a ghost from the past, a 54-year-old piece of space history coming home. He predicted it was the lost Centaur rocket booster. A hypothesis is great, but scientists need proof. So as 2020 SO got closer, telescopes all over the world turned to look at it. Astronomers used a technique called spectroscopy. This is where you analyze the light reflecting off an object to figure out what it's made of. Every material reflects a unique fingerprint of light. When they analyzed the light from 2020 SO, they compared it to the light from a known Centaur rocket booster that had been in space since the 1970s. The result? A perfect match. The fingerprint was identical. It was made of 301 stainless steel, the same material as the Centaur. NASA had found its long-lost ghost. For a few glorious months, from November 2020 to March 2021, a piece of our own spacefaring history became Earth's official second moon, a temporary satellite before it drifted away again. It wasn't a natural moon, but a man-made one. Now, you might have clicked on this video because you heard a rumor that a second moon will stay with us until 2083. This is a common point of confusion, and it comes from mixing up different types of Earth's companions. 2020. So, our rocket booster moon is long gone. It left orbit in March 2021 and won't be back for decades. The idea of a long-term companion likely refers to a different class of object entirely, quasi-satellites. This is where things get even more interesting. A quasi-satellite doesn't orbit the Earth in the same way our moon does. Instead, it orbits the Sun. But but its orbit is so similar to Earth's that it stays close to us for very long periods. From our perspective, it looks like it's slowly and awkwardly looping around our planet, like a dancing partner who's trying to keep up. The most famous of these is an asteroid named 469219 Kamo-Oalewa. Kamo-Oalewa is about the size of a Ferris wheel, and it's been Earth's companion for centuries, and it's expected to stay with us for centuries more. Scientists are fascinated by it. In fact, a study in 2021 found that its composition, that light fingerprint we talked about, is very similar to rocks brought back from the moon by the Apollo astronauts. This has led to a mind-blowing theory. Kamo-Oalewa might actually be a piece of our own moon that was blasted off by an ancient asteroid impact and ended up in this strange, stable orbit. So, while it's not a second moon in the traditional sense, it might literally be a long-lost child of our moon, keeping us company on our journey around the sun. China is even planning a mission to visit Kamo-Oalewa, land on it, and bring back samples to confirm this incredible theory. So, let's break it down. The moon, our one and only large permanent natural satellite. It orbits the Earth, simple, mini-moons, like 2020 SO. These are tiny objects, usually small asteroids, or in this case, space junk, that are temporarily captured by Earth's gravity. They orbit us for a few months or years before being ejected. We've spotted a few of these over the years. They're temporary visitors. Quasi-satellites, like Kamo-Oalewa. These are our long-term companions. They orbit the sun, not the Earth, but they stick close to us for hundreds or thousands of years. They're not gravitationally bound to us like a true moon, but they are our cosmic neighbors. The discovery of 2020 was so cool because it proved that we could spot these tiny objects, track them, and even identify them. It was a cosmic puzzle solved in real time. It reminds us that space isn't just an empty void. It's a dynamic, ever-changing place filled with mysteries, lost objects, and celestial dancers. So, does Earth have two moons? The answer is no, not permanently. But our planet is constantly collecting and discarding tiny temporary mini-moons, and we have at least one quasi-satellite companion, Kamo-Oalewa, that may be a piece of our own moon. Our cosmic family is much larger and weirder than we ever imagined. The next time you look up at the moon, just remember it might not be the only thing looking back. Our sky is full of secrets, some natural and some man-made. What do you think about this? Is it mind-blowing that a piece of a 1960s rocket became our moon for a while? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love unraveling the universe's greatest mysteries, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching.